Next up in Lesson 6 is rearranging clips in a sequence and using the clipboard. The book is asking us to switch back to the Theft Unexpected sequence. So if that's not the one chosen right now, go ahead and choose it. And that brings us back to this timeline. You also want to make sure the snap to is engaged, and it wants us to go to the clip around 16 seconds, which is right here. And it talks about rearranging clips to better suit the order or the cut of the sequence. And there's different ways that you can do this. So you can drag the clip, and it wants us to drag this HS suit past the clip before it. So you left click and hold, and if you hold Command or Control on your keyboard, notice it changed the arrows when I hold down on the button, and it will, when I let go, it has now moved the clip from here to here, and it's pushed this clip to the right, making space for it. However, doing so, it pushed everything to the right. The book says there's another way you can do it with an additional command set of keys. So let's hit Control Z. That puts our clip back the way it was. And this time we're going to use Command or Control so it's Command plus Option or Control plus Alt as you're dragging the clip. So I'll start the drag, and then I'll do Control and Alt. Notice those arrows come up again, but when I let go this time, the results will be slightly different. Notice that it just pushed the one clip over, and it didn't push everything down. So now we do not have that gap like we had before. Of course, if you had the gap, you could use one of the techniques that we just covered earlier in the chapter to clean up that empty space. All right, after that, it wants us to use the clipboard. So basically, the clipboard is a copy-paste method of your timeline or stuff in your sequence. So, for example, if I highlight these 3 clips and I hit Control C or Command C on my keyboard, place my playhead down here at the bottom and hit Control V or Command V, it will paste those clips in addition. Depending on what you select, you can copy and paste various items. One of the other things that you can do, so I'll hit Control Z, is say I only want part of this clip, but I want these other 2 clips. I can set in and out points in my timeline, such as this, and I'll repeat the copy process, move my playhead, and hit the paste button. Notice that it only gave us this little area. So that is how you can use your clipboard to copy and paste stuff. And it's a good thing, like if you need to rearrange something and you're testing it, you can always come further down, make some of the arrangements, and then delete something else out. A lot of these techniques, I know there's so many different ways I'm showing you how to do this stuff, but it's about finding the ones that you like, or making note of remembering like one style at least. So that way as you get into your editing projects, it gets easier.